So today we're going to start section 7.4, and in section 7.4 we're going to talk about estimating our population proportion with confidence intervals. In the last section we used our central limit theorem. When we were using our central limit theorem we were estimating proportions in a population. In that section we were given our parameter, we were given our p-value, and we found different probabilities for our sample statistic, our p-hat. In this section that's going to be different. We are not going to know our p. Instead, we're going to be estimating intervals based on that p-hat value that we have. So confidence intervals come in, they tell us how confident we are that the estimated population parameter is going to be between two different numbers. Right, so confidence intervals provide us with a range of plausible or possible values for a population parameter. Confidence intervals are often reported as the estimate, the statistic, plus or minus some amount. This sum amount is called our margin of error. The margin of error tells us how far from the population value our estimate can be. Okay. So when we're thinking about these different things that we're looking at here, our confidence interval for p is going to be p-hat. So that is going to be our sample proportion plus or minus this sum amount, our m, which is our margin of error. So that's what we're thinking about when we're thinking about our confidence intervals. Confidence intervals are based off of confidence levels, which express our level of confidence that the interval actually contains that population parameter. Unlike in the last section, when we were coming up with probabilities for final answers, our final answers in this section are not going to be probabilities. And then our confidence levels tell us how often our estimation is successful. They measure the success rate of the method, not one particular interval. So we're going to talk a little bit about our different confidence levels and use those in a few different ways. Again, and that's basically telling us how good of a guess we're making. Not necessarily about our actual interval that we're coming up with, but what about our method that we're using to come up with this interval. Right, in the next couple of videos, we're going to go through and talk about some different examples using this basic confidence interval formula, our p-hat plus or minus m.